implications on the line, as we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Buffaloes will kick this away to start us off. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Bringing pressure. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
How about that to start the game off by this defense? The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the mark.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Golden Bears will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. Well, down the punt just inside the 45-yard line. Set it down for the offense. First down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. And that's the fullback making the catch. That was not a big concern for this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching a ball like this.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner brought down by that coverage team.
And the California offense will take over first and 10.
Cal's offense takes the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? The back's got it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Golden Bears have 1st and 10 here. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And now the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the single back takes the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Montgomery. On the run here. Lets it go. Catch made on the right side. Tackle at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark, right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass clock is brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down after that completion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And they'll use the ground game here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
And the Buffaloes line up on 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. The pass is intercepted.
Well, when you play cover 3, you leave your corners essentially on an island downfield. Love how the corner does a nice job of being able to stay in position, stalk the receiver, and locate the ball for that interception.
So California's offense back out on the field now. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Ball handed off. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Can he make it to the marker? There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. The short completion of the tight end. Stiff arm shakes off the defender. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, it's a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Brings up second down.
Now it's second down here. Quick throw caught on the left side. You get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. You get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back, showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning, a chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. The back's got it again. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Here's the 2nd down play. Keeping it on the ground here. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Back to throw. It's Montgomery. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Back to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's broken up there. Great play on 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Colorado. It was a foot race and he won it.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go to that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. The offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Golden Bears. He just sprints into the end zone. What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking this guy anymore.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Quarterback drops back. And here comes a deep shot. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Now the 40. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Cal.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good, and they go up 17-7.
That makes the score. Cal 17.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Colorado Buffaloes will take over 1st and 10.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They're going to run it. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Here we go. Belly starter.
Give it to the back again. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Timeout, Colorado.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Golden Bears will kick this away to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive.
And your Colorado Buffaloes will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage.
42 Spider.
Ball handed off. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. The 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffs.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
convert the point after. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Now they get set to kick it away. Turner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Cal's offense back out on the field now. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on 4th down last time. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Handoff from the shotgun. Fights through a tackle. The Golden Bears pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Golden Bears. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the 2nd half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
24, Colorado, 14.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down. And the Buffaloes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They look to throw it here on second down. Fires it on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
Boy, great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
The Buffaloes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. No huddle here for the offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel. The Buffaloes looking to cash in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for the wideout. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Cal's offense takes the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Powers through the tackle. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter?
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Cal 24, Colorado 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted in a desperation throw here. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
I can appreciate the aggressive approach by this offense, but it backfires on him, and now you give the opponent a chance to really cut into the lead and come right back and have a chance to win this game.
And now try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So California's offense back out on the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. Can they recover from that right now? He'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Short pass finds the tight end. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And the Golden Bears will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the Buffaloes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Defense is coming after him. Almost intercepted again. This defense flying around today. Almost had a 4th pick.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down, but he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
And they'll kick it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Cal's offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He'll toss it to the back. Break it, just trucks through the defender. They'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. A quick throw out left, complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, California.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. Important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. To throw, it's Montgomery. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. And this is off the side of the foot. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Ready?
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver makes the grab. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Chris, you're only down 1 possession. This quarterback hasn't had the greatest of days, but I'll tell you what, a play like that, maybe it helps him start to string together a few in a row.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. 1st down, the clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Heading left after the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Okay, ready?
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking right. This one caught. Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
The Buffaloes lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. No step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there.
That's exactly how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You want to be able to pick up a 1st down, get as close as you can to the sideline on those conversions, and then get out of bounds. It's exactly what they were able to do here.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead?
Here we go.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And there's the handoff. Touchdown, Colorado. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away and hope the defense can just hang on for a few more seconds. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Patchett. Breaks loose at the 40. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line. And now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Montgomery. Quick throw, testing the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, California.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And the quarterback dropping back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They get him down, and that's how this game will end. Clock at 0-0. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Great comeback, fellas. Great comeback.